Thank you. Well, the November election this year will determine who will be Virginia's next governor and which party controls the House of Delegates.
Nick Minot joining us now. Nick, this is a goal and a challenge for both parties in swing districts. So what are they doing to win over voters?
Right. They're focusing on hyper-local issues, at least these candidates who are seeking re-election to the House of Delegates. So we've got Ian Lovejoy. He represents a swing district in Prince William County. We also have Josh Thomas, a delegate, a Democrat who represents a swing district there too. And then we're also going to be focusing on what potentially may be a swing district in Loudoun and Fauquier counties. That is a seat currently held by Republican delegate Gary Higgins. So they're focusing on hyper issues or hyper local issues right now.
And it seems like we just got out of an election after coming off a very intense election cycle. Yeah,
so what are candidates trying to do, you think, to connect to voters this far out from election day? And then does that really help the GOP more than the Democrats?
Yeah, so I mentioned these hyper local issues these three candidates, these incumbents are focused on. So to give you an example, Ian Lovejoy, he's focused on data center reforms. You know, we've been covering these data centers in Prince William County, a big topic out there. And then you've got Josh Thomas focused on housing, the housing issues that we've seen in Prince William County. And as far as Gary Higgins goes, a delegate out in Loudoun County, he's focused on education. We've been covering those issues. Plus, he wants to preserve green spaces in western Loudoun County and Fauquier County. Very important out there for folks who live there because you're seeing a lot of development right now in Loudoun County. And I did speak to a political science expert who is weighing in on who has the upper hand right now. Who do you think has the advantage right now, Republicans or Democrats, when it comes to the race for the House of Delegates and governor?
When we look at Virginia's election for governor, a year after a presidential election, we see that anger seems to rule the day. 4 years ago, Republicans had the advantage because the angry voters were mad about President Biden. This time around, though, it's the Democrats who have that tailwind, where voters are more angry about President Trump. And angry voters turn out in greater numbers than non-angry.
All right, that was University of Mary Washington political science professor Stephen Farnsworth. He's been on our show many times. He says the Trump administration's cuts to the federal workforce might also have a big impact on the Virginia elections this year. We'll be watching that.
Yeah,
right,
anger can be a driver. You're right about that. All right, thank you, Nick.